Somebody didn't do their homework. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cinco, where three sons of bitches get together and talk about things they like and make sure that they're ready for the episode because they had total faith in Stevens' internet. Hey, Steven, say hi.
Hello.
Enrique, say what's up.
What's up?
And remember, guys, my name is Ivan. This top five list this week, since we're going into the new year or already in the new year when you listen to this, it is who the hell knows? Top five things you're looking forward to in 2025. Another year is going to start. What are you looking forward to in this year? That's what we're talking about. I'm really interested where these lists go because shit, that's a huge sandbox to play in. But the first topic I want to talk about, or what I'm interested in knowing for you guys, is maybe a highlight of 2024, something you can look back and say that was kind of cool. And what are you glad? Oh, yes.
Well, do we have a sponsor? And then can we mention the internet stuff? Because
Yes.
nobody knows what the hell you were talking about.
Oh, and the highlight of 2024, I'm trying to give Enrique time to think. That's why I was going to go into my sponsor right after that.
That's fine.
And what are you glad you're leaving behind from 2024?
Oh, wait.
All right, that's what I kind of want to talk about, right? That's the question prior, and then we'll go from there. But this week's episode is brought to you by MySpace. MySpace, remember that shit? I don't because I never had any social media, but I do remember that as one of the OGs. Enrique, who was in your top six? It was a top six?
I don't even know.
Top eight. Top eight. Do you remember anybody who was in your top eight, Enrique?
I don't.
Really?
The MySpace guy? What was the MySpace guy?
Oh, Tom.
Tom was in my top eight, but
okay, that was it.
Oh fuck! I don't remember.
Cousins, uncles.
I gotta imagine it was.
When was MySpace?
97, no, 98.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s, even I think.
Really?
I was in college. I remember that.
Yeah.
2003 to 2008.
2003?
That's what it said.
Oh, maybe I wasn't in college. And that's probably why I didn't get into it. Because by that time I was already done.
I must have had friends from high school. I imagine, right?
Yeah.
But
you had no friends in Texas high school.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, friends from LA high school.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. All right, so we always talk shit about Stevens' internet is because that for the last few weeks, guys, we have tried to record multiple episodes because we want to make sure and ensure you that you got something to hear our smooth, silky voices for the week. But Stevens lives in a fucking Wi-Fi dead zone, a graveyard. I heard that she's on top of an Indian burial ground, which causes her internet not to work. So anytime we're giving Stevens a hard time, Stevens and I have the same internet. But for some reason, mine works perfectly fucking fine, but hers doesn't. And we are literally located 3 miles away from each other, maybe not even.
Not even. It's
2?
a mile and a half.
Okay, a mile. We live fucking next door to each other, but for some reason, Steven's internet is shit, and mine works perfectly fine. All right, Enrique, on the other hand, is literally fiber optic up his asshole, so he's crispy as all get out. It doesn't even matter and shit. Everybody in the house is using the internet right now, and it makes no fucking difference. I have to tell everybody to shut their shit off for 2 hours while we do this and shit like that. But we make it work. All right, guys, that is the thing. So.
It worked tonight.
Yes.
That's why.
It worked tonight. It worked tonight, guys. We made it happen. That's her New Year's resolution, and she fucking did it before it even got there. So the question again to start off before getting into our top five is: what is a highlight from 2024, and what is a low light from 2024? Not a low light, maybe, but something you're like, I'm so fucking glad I'm done with this. I was thinking about this, so I will go first, guys. My highlight for sure was taking my family back to the motherland, spending 2 weeks out in Mexico, in Acaxingo for a week, and then in Mexico City for about a week and a half, and about half a week in Mexico City. Being able to show my kids what I used to get super excited about doing, and going with my family and having them meet uncles and aunts and cousins, and they're not used to my side of the family being big because they're all over there still for the most part. And even the ones that are here, we're so separated now. So it was cool to kind of show them that, and then doing Teotihuacan trips and showing them just like their history, right? And they could see the greatness that they come from and stuff like that. So that was fucking awesome. I really did enjoy that. It was so much fun. Thing that I'm so fucking glad we're done with, is fucking the election. And I don't even give a fuck who won. the kids talked about it, the news talked about it, the this talk, and they always talk about in such absolutes that in the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, guys. We're
Yeah.
screwed no matter which way we go. It's just who's gonna fucking tickle us in the balls a little bit more while they do it. It's literally that's what it is. You're getting fucked no matter what. Just who's gonna be more gentle. That's all it comes down to, right? But just it was on every and I just realized that and we've talked about this with sports, right? When you have a 24-hour channel or multiple 24-hour channels and websites and social media things that are just literally their whole thing is to talk about one thing, you have to almost make everything the greatest thing ever because you have to make people to click, you have to make people watch, right? And I still I miss being able to trust the news. And we've talked about this multiple times, right? I feel like everything is the worst, everything's the greatest, everything's the most important. It's like it's not really
Yeah.
it was the same as it was last time. You know what I mean? But we're just doing it again. But
Yeah.
I even get caught up. I'm like, oh my god, it is. And then you're like, man, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like in the end, what are we gonna do? So I'm glad that's kind of done with. And 4 years from now, we'll do it again. And I mean, it is what it is, right? It'll keep happening and shit like that. But that was my highlight, and that's the thing I'm just glad that we're not gonna have to deal with anymore. We're good to go on that one. So, Stevens, your highlight, your low light, or thing you want to get, you're like, I'm glad it's done.
Well, that's the one that's not popping in my head. My highlight was my birthday. We had a good birthday.
Hey, that's what I'm
Uh
talking about.
yeah. I don't throw parties a lot. And I decided to throw a party for my birthday, and it's stressful and all that stuff and that comes along with it, but in
Hmm.
retrospect I have a lot of people that care about me and show up. So it was a good day, good celebration, lots of people, and
There
I
was a girl dressed
appreciate
as a hooker who delivered alcohol to the party. Like
Yeah.
Steven goes hard, bro. Stevens goes fucking hard, bro.
that's the part
Like
I missed.
yeah,
I only
she
heard
was
about
straight
it.
strippering, bro. Like she came straight from the pole to deliver alcohol. Like it was fucking amazing. There was a
Yeah.
lot of glitter involved. It was crazy. But no, nothing you can think of that again, not low light necessarily, but you're just I'm glad that's fucking done.
I don't know. Nothing's popping to mind of like something I'm happy to see go. I mean, when you said election, I was like, yes, because I had this like that same initial thought was, well, that like but I don't know of anything else really that went away or left or that I'm like, good riddance.
Hmm.
Can't think of anything. I'm sad to see my pool get put away for the winter. I had
But
I had
at
a
least
pool
at
out. Does
least
that count?
you don't need a pool because it's nice and cold. Or
It's
at
true.
least cool.
I
Not
wouldn't
cold,
want to get
cool.
into it right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right, Enrique, highlight. What do you got? Oh, come on now.
I mean, my highlight
Come
is
on now.
my boys in blue,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
winning the
That's
World
awesome.
Series, amazing season.
Hmm.
It was it was a lot of fun. I had, I've it's I saw my 10-year-old kind of fall in love with the sport,
Hey.
watching the playoffs and watching the journey of the Dodgers winning the World Series. He was locked into all the playoff games and cheering and excited and
That's
nervous.
fucking
And
cool.
so yeah, it's gonna be a season that I will remember, you know, um until I'm gone because like I said, it was a special season. It's we talk about this all the time, right? Baseball is such a crapshoot. The best team doesn't always win.
Hmm.
You just things have to kind of go your way. And going into the playoffs, things were not going our way,
Hmm.
and they still
Hmm.
managed to win it all. And it was a great season. So I mean that was a high of our highs for
That's
this
cool.
year.
I like it. I was like, I wonder what he's gonna say. And then I saw your head. I'm like, duh. And
Yeah.
then what would be the thing you're glad you're leaving behind, or just
I
something
mean,
like
I can piggyback off the election thing too. I hate like
it's too
I
much.
it's just you just can't everywhere you go, even on you go driving to work and it's just you see
sign
shit,
after
it's
sign
just
after sign?
flags of fucking stupid
Please,
ass like
please remind me 3 years from now or 3.5 years from now to buy that Wu Tang sign that says presidents will come and go, but Wu Tang is forever, and it's
yeah.
a yard sign.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I can
yeah.
just fucking stick that in my yard, and nobody will fucking bother me because
Yeah.
they should respect the fact that I fucking letting you know I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Either side, because Wu Tang is
Yeah.
forever. Sorry, Enrique, continue. Yes.
But I mean, I just thought of this, want to keep it in sports as far as my low point was of that fucking team from Carson
Mm,
having, just it sucks
eh.
because I know, but it's like we knew we also talk about this all the time. We knew it was gonna come the day where,
Mhm.
they were gonna it was gonna go their way. So that kind of sucked. I mean, it helped me that it happened after the Dodgers, so
Yeah.
I'm still kind of on the high with the Dodgers. But if I have to pick, just to I mean, it's just something that not ideal. But yeah, I think mostly the campaign. That was a good call because it gets overwhelming. It's just like,
Yeah, it's too
that's it.
much.
So
Yeah, like I said, man, I have to realize that, right? And we talk about this like with any. If you have a 24-hour channel just to one thing, you have to fucking make it the biggest deal in the world, right? And I guess I'm so like you can like either side, and I'm cool with you, but like the fact that you're not pisses me off. The fact that you make decisions before you even know pisses me off, and that's what gets me angry. It's not even the fuck. It's that you listen and you fucking believe everything. So you should fucking know better. Like take
it's
everything with the grain of salt that they're gonna tell you, right? And it's so funny, but again, like either side, yeah. And I'm be honest, I fucking hate them all, right? But like I hate that like, grocery prices. Maybe not. You
hmm
know, like, oh, I'll have the war done before the beginning of the year, before I even get elected. Oh, I might not be able to end that war now. And yeah, you're
hmm
right. But why the fuck do you believe these fools when they tell you that? That's what I don't understand. Like,
yeah.
don't they gonna tell you whatever, bro? It's like me at the club back in the days. I'm gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. I'm just trying to get them panties down. Like that's it, bro. Like, am I gonna come through with all that? No. Oh, even
Yeah.
gonna bother to know your last name. Like you think I'm gonna come through with all the shit I told you? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm there for me. I'm being selfish, bro. That's it. And that's literally what these politicians do to us. But we're the fucking person that's like, oh my god, okay, all right. Like I'm believing it. We're fucking
hmm
believing it. And then they all fuck us in the end. Like literally, in the end, we all get fucked. It's literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights when I was in college. Like that's literally what it is when it comes to politics, bro. And you just hope, like again, you just hope they're genuine and shit like that, man. But again, guys, we are embarking, and when we're recording this, we're a few weeks. When you're hearing this for the first time, it might be right before, or right after, or whatever it is. But in a brand new year, right? And I think as I've gotten older, I've gotten less like yeah, 2025. Like, I don't know. I think when I was younger, I was like, fuck yeah, January, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is gonna start. Now I'm just like, motherfucker, I just need to make it. I need to
Yeah.
make it to one, and then I need to make it to two, and then I need to make it to three, and I'm gonna try to wrap that bitch around again and start this motherfucker all over in 2026, right? But the
One day at a
question is,
time.
one day at a time, baby, one
One day at
day
a
at a
time.
motherfucking time, right? But our question is, what are the things you're looking forward to in 2025? I was telling Enrique this when we were talking before we kind of started as you taking the break. This was the hardest list for me to make because usually I have 13 things and the hard part is trying to put the top 5 together. This
Mhm.
time I was like, shit, well that's a big one. That counts as like, but it was hard to get to 5. Not that I'm like
Mhm.
cuz I don't know. As I've gotten older with age, I think the littlest shit is what makes me is my most enjoyable things that I do. But I'm not looking forward to it. It just happens. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like a simple when I wake up on a weekend and I can have a coffee in a real mug is fucking gangster, bro. Like when it's not in a
Mhm.
in a Yeti flying out of my house and I'm like drinking it in the car or whatever it is. When I can just fucking have it in a mug, fucking great. That's not a thing I'm looking forward to. It's just cool when it
Yeah,
happens. And that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
it's the life you've set up for yourself, right? And
Mhm,
Yeah,
the
mhm.
life you
you're
want to live. So
appreciating what you got.
Oh, and I think
Nothing
that's
wrong with that.
as I have done a better job of that, I think I have been a happier person, and it's
hmm
better for myself because then it's not these grandiose things; it's just these little simple things that we do that are kind of good.
what I've kind of learned over the years now as my family's gotten older, my kids, right? And it's so corny, right? But it's the things, the little things that for ourselves that matter to us.
Mm.
This idea of like the social media thing where everyone's so worried about what they show other people.
Oh,
It's such a fucking like waste of time when
Mhm,
really all you got to do is just focus on the people that you care about the most and that care about
mhm.
you. And dude, trust me, you'll be it's so nice. So much better not having to worry about, well, shit, what am I gonna post about? Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
look at that view. Oh my god, let me take a picture so people can see I'm here. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
such a fucking like waste of time. Just focus on the people. If you're somewhere cool, if you're there with your family, people you care about, just focus on that at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares. Trust me, no one cares. It's funny,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because those same people, when they're looking at other people's shit, they're talking all mad, all kinds of shit about it. And but
Mm-hmm.
then they do the same thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, the other people are gonna care about what you're doing. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, like I don't, again, I'm old. My wife and I don't have any social media, but like the pictures that we have from the trip we took are cool. They're great. I mean, they're fucking awesome pictures, right? But it's like my kids just being surrounded by all these people and the conversations and them just being there, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, you're getting this.
but it's for
Like this,
you, right?
yeah,
It's for
yeah, yeah.
your
110%.
memories.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's the coolness of it, right? So yeah, for sure. So with that being said, I'm really interested to see where these fucking lists go. Because these motherfuckers can go anywhere, right? So again, because we might be the last two gentlemen in this fucking world that we live in now. Ladies first, Stevens. That's what they say. That's what they motherfucking say. Maybe not when Thursday, Friday, Saturday when I was in college, but now they be saying that. So Stevens, what is your top 5 you're looking for in 25? Your top 5 of 25 would be what?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna seem I don't know. I don't know if this is a good list or not. But at number
It's your list.
5, it is
Um,
it is my list, and I had a hard time because it's nothing personal. I don't have anything personal big planned out, or I don't have any trips planned other than like small things to celebrate people and family, things like that. And I'm looking forward to all those because my favorite thing in the world is spending time with the people I like. That's why, we go have a meal, we get together at someone's
mhm,
house, like just like you were
mhm,
talking about, all those things. So I was thinking of things that are coming in 2025 that I'm happy about. So my brain went to, of course, amusement parks and movies because those are
okay.
things that I know are coming.
Mhm,
So my number 5 is Paint the Night Parade, coming back to Disneyland in the
mhm,
summertime. It was, other than the Main Street Electrical Parade, like the Paint the Night Parade, it was too short. It did not last long there, and I'm glad they're bringing it back because um, it's one of those parades. Because I don't like, we go so often, we don't really sit for parades anymore, right? Um, but that
Right,
is a
Ivan?
parade.
Right, Ivan?
yeah,
Yeah,
all the
Right?
time, bro.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Fuck yeah. All I
Uh,
want is be smushed by motherfuckers at a parade. Eat a dick. Continue.
yeah. So that's one that I actually like will sit and watch or stand somewhere and watch
Mm,
that one. Like I want to watch that one. So I'm happy that it's coming back. Um Number 4 is the Universal Horror Unleashed, I think is what it's called. So in Las Vegas, they're making a permanent Horror Nights installation.
In
That will be
Vegas?
there.
ooh.
Yes, that will be there year
Oh.
round. It's
Huh.
Hmm.
got 3 houses in there that will be there until they turn them over, I'm sure, right? Because at some point people will see them, and so you'll have to do other ones. But from what I understand, there's going to be like 3 permanent houses, and then they'll probably have a couple of ones that get changed up, or maybe one rotates
Mm,
houses, or I don't know because we don't know that
mm.
much about it. But
Where is
um
it gonna be located, Stevens? Like, is it at a casino or?
No, so I don't
Right.
know like what you remember, but there's a place that there's some big warehouses that are like amusement type things that are not necessarily tied to the casinos. So I think it's on
Mm,
the west side of the freeway.
okay.
Um and I think it's on the west side of the freeway going up.
Okay.
So
Cool.
but I'm looking forward to that because, well, my love for Halloween and
Hmm.
all of that, and to have something that I could be like, man, I wish it was Halloween, and we could walk through a
Boom.
maze right now. Boom, now I can.
That's awesome.
um yeah, so
That's cool.
that's coming soon. Number 3, I'm gonna say Frankenstein, but I'm also gonna say Wolfman because Blumhouse is making
Saw the
Universal horror
Wolfman.
movies. So the Wolfman comes out in
Yeah.
January, and I'm
Yeah.
excited about that one.
It
But
was good.
Guillermo del Toro's doing Frankenstein, and
Whoa,
that
really?
one, yes,
Ooh.
and that one is coming. Oh, I think May, maybe. A lot of this shit's coming in May. Um, I am looking forward to that. Like I
That's
love
cool. That's cool.
the look of his stuff. I love the feel of his stuff. Like he just sets a vibe. And so I am so looking forward to seeing what his Frankenstein is like.
Mm.
Um
Dope.
yeah. And I would give a Nosferatu review, but I haven't seen it yet. I'll see it next week.
Yeah, I've heard that
Number
motherfucker great, bro. Uh,
That's what I've heard too. I'm gonna
I've
go.
heard
I'm
it's
gonna go
amazing.
see it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go see it and then I'll report back. But that's
Hmm.
2024, so it didn't count.
Hmm.
Number two, just like the Paint the Night Parade, Disneyland is bringing back some stuff because it's their 70th birthday. Starts this summer. Um, so they're starting their 70th birthday celebration. So I'm looking forward to that. But part of that celebration is they're bringing the Wondrous fireworks show back, the one that they did for Disney 100. And
Ooh.
I don't know how to describe to you other than I stood and watched this show twice, I think is what I got to see it when it was here, because it was only here for like a summer.
Mm.
And each time I watched that fireworks show, tears fell down my face.
Damn.
um
Hmm.
like it just touched me. I loved that show so much, and so I'm happy it's coming back too. I know it's an odd thing to say about fireworks shows, but there it is. And then number one should be everyone's number one list is Universal's Epic Universe. Why the fuck would you not be excited for a whole amusement park coming in also in May that has a Universal Horror Land? It has
That's cool.
Nintendo Land, How to Train Your
Hmm.
Dragon Land that has fucking dragons flying in the air.
Hmm.
Um like I forget what else is there, but that is going to be epic truly, and I'm doing everything I can because I really want to go in November. um so we'll
It
see what
When
opens
is
up in
happens.
May,
this?
but you're trying to make it out there in
It
November.
May?
Yeah, I
Mm.
can't do the summer. It's gonna be crazy. uh
Mm.
like you'd only be able to ride one thing, those lines are
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
crazy. So I
Mm.
would really like to try to get there before year end, but if I go next summer it's fine. But I'm excited that there's a whole new park to explore. The technology, oh, Harry Potter, they're doing a whole Harry Potter thing there too. Like just the
Damn.
technology that they're doing in the land. And
Hmm.
honestly, like I love the monster stuff, but not a lot about that has come out other than like what the outside of the buildings look like. But
Ooh.
literally they have hover like what's
Like
those things called?
flying like
Flying
Flying
dinosaurs or
dragons.
dragons.
Hmm.
dragons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you guys
like
talked about
they're
this on the other one. That's
y-
crazy. And you can
yes,
already
like
see it, right? They're already showing
yeah,
videos of it.
they're
That's
practicing them
crazy.
drive like flying around the land. Like
That's
what
fucking
immerses
wild.
you more than being able to look up and go, "Holy shit, there's a dragon up there." Um,
That's cool. That's kind
Fuck.
of cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
that's my number one because there's a lot of cool stuff to see, in the future. And the more immersive and the more tech you get, like the rides get good. I think they're getting that Donkey Kong coaster.
Oh,
Um,
the one from Japan.
yeah, I think they're getting
Mm.
that too. Like there's just a whole bunch of stuff there. So that's my number one.
Very, very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Completely not the list I went with, but that's awesome. That's what makes the show Amazeballs, right? As it goes
Yeah.
different places. All right, Enrique, off the cuff, because you're great at this. What is your top five, Enrique?
My
You can
number
steal some of mine.
my number 5, uh my number 5 I think is just my honestly, because I love this time of year that we're recording at the
Uh-huh.
I'm already looking forward to the next year's holiday season. Like I'm sorry. Like I
There you
just
go.
Okay. Mhm.
I always look forward to that time of year because we know we have to suffer through the summer. It's
Mhm.
so hot you can't even go out
Yeah.
some days, and
Mhm.
then when the weather finally turns, and it's really I always look forward to that time of year where it's comfortable weather. There's you're gonna grill up on some really good food, and buy gifts. Like it's just it's good times. So that's my number 5.
Mhm.
My number 4, as I'm looking forward to the MLS season starting up, and with that, our LAFC game, trips that we take together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's always a good time. I mean, now it's crazy to think how many years we've been doing that.
Yeah, you're 8.
Yeah,
Has
it's
it been
kind of
that
Yeah,
many?
wild, dude. It's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. You're
Wow, you guys
8, but
have
we've
been
been
that for a
probably
long
at it
time.
for 10 years
Oh, yeah.
in the sense of like because we bought it before it started and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But it's just the memories, right? Like
Mhm.
even like we get to go with our families, but then when we get to go together, something always happens that we just it's just those memories. I mean, the older, as corny as it
Uh,
is, the older
uh,
that we get, it's just those
mhm,
are the things that kind of matter.
mhm.
So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. Getting back up. Along with that, my number three is gonna be just baseball season. You know,
Hey, sushi
it's
and by yourself,
opening.
right?
Yeah,
Opening
opening day.
day. Yeah.
Opening day is a holiday for a personal
Uh-huh.
holiday for me. I always take the day
That's
Mhm.
off,
awesome.
and
Hmm.
and I order some sushi and get it delivered to my house, and I it's just I look forward to that. It's just
Hmm.
a full day of baseball. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit because my number two is something that happens. It's associated with baseball season, but pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training.
Uh,
Ah. Hmm.
yeah.
That's like when it
Which is
kicks
like a
off.
month and a half,
Yeah.
right? Like about a month and a half
Yeah,
before. Yeah.
yeah, and we're gonna go to spring training again this year as a family.
Oh,
So
cool.
so
Hey,
that
that's
so I'm really
awesome.
looking. So I guess I could have just put that on the list, make it. But it's just
Hmm.
the fact that it starts. When pitchers and catchers report, that's when you're like you're in it.
Yeah.
It's go
Arizona.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, very cool. Very, very
yeah.
cool. Mhm.
Arizona for us.
That's cool.
So yeah. And then my number one is something that my wife and I are planning for this year is a little La Jolla trip that we
Hey.
got going on. This is
Yay.
this is a what is it a over 20-year process, that
20 years in the making.
in the making pretty much that
Hmm.
it kind of just really was unplanned as far as we didn't really have any plans to do anything, but we just and I'll take credit for it. I kind of just took it upon myself to kind of get the conversation going
It's cool.
and then it just kind of went on from there. It's gonna be crazy because it's not something that we ever thought we were gonna do, and it's gonna be a lot of really good people there to with us to experience that moment for us, and it's gonna mean a lot. So I'm super super excited for this. Hopefully it all kind of goes as planned, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, that would be for 2025. That would be my number one.
That's a
Love
good
it, man. That's awesome.
good
That's really,
list.
really cool. Good list right there. All right, my top 5 in 25. Number 5 for me, sports. I've gotten so much better with my team sucking. I think it's just been beating into me because my dad made me a fan of shitty teams. But it used to hurt. Now I'm like, what? Who gives a fuck, right? It sucks. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that it doesn't suck. It sucks, but I have a way better get back. You know what I mean? I'm just like, well, fuck, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Because truly, there's always fucking next year. Like, you know what I mean? And then what can you really fucking do, right? But yeah, you talked about it, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. But I love being season ticket holders to LAFC. It is something cool that we do, whether it's with my family, with friends, with well, whoever. It's just a fucking great time. I enjoy that. Dumb shit always happens. We make inappropriate jokes the whole way through. It's fucking great. I love it. It's funny. We pick on little kids. It's just fucking amazing. I love that. The other day, the Italian stallion sent me a picture of rice alcohol, and he was like, "I finally got it, you motherfucker." And I was like, "Oh, that was our LAFC trip when we were trying to fucking get
Yeah,
the rice vinegar, just shit like that." I love sports, but
yeah.
whether it's barbecuing at my house and inviting over to watch a Canelo fight, and having my dad over with me, and even that simple of he used to be the guy barbecuing and inviting people
Mm-hmm.
over. Now that's me
Mhm.
doing it, and my dad's with me, and it's just all that shit that comes along with it. You know, the good, the bad, or whatever. Whether it's baseball, soccer, and it seems like the beginning of the year is the beginning for a lot of the things I like. I know football's still happening, but yeah, that is what it is. But like, you know, baseball's coming, soccer's coming, other soccer's coming, and like there's fights all year round that I enjoy watching and stuff like that. So that's really really cool. And again, there's just something awesome about like being able to watch like national soccer, like like world
Yeah.
teams, and then also watching boxing because those are the only things you can still be racist in, and it's okay
Mhm.
because you're like, who's a Mexican? That's the guy I'm going for. I don't give a fuck, you know, and it's all good. But that's awesome, and nobody like looks at you weird. Number 4, we already have 3 motherfucking concerts planned for this next year, but I am looking forward to these 3 concerts. There might be, oh shit, I don't know if I want to add anymore because this shit's getting out of hand. But the 3 that we have planned, the first one is more for my daughter, but I'm super excited because this will be the first concert that she goes to, and
Mm.
she really loves this artist, Tyler the Creator. So I think it's really, really awesome. Yeah, hold on, buddy, as my kids are jumping in here to buy stuff on the iPad. Get out of here. I Tyler the Creator is she loves that artist, and I listen to him, so I'm okay with that. And it should be a good time, and it should be awesome. So just being able to be there when she sees it for the first time, I think is gonna be really really
Uh,
fucking cool. My second one that I'm excited about for sure is we did end up getting tickets to Kendrick and SZA. Also taking
mm,
the kids to that, also taking my son to that too. He's a big fan of Kendrick. My daughter's a huge fan of SZA. I will now fucking get a back tattoo with Kendrick's face on it because he told Drake to suck his dick from the back, and I enjoyed every single second of that because I've been telling people that he sucks, and he just proved it. So it's been really cool. I got it right. I'm holding up the stadium at the very top. I'm like this. This is how I am. I'm in the fucking stadium. But fuck it, we got in. It is what it is, right? But the one I'm the most excited about, for sure, hands down, is I grew up on mariachi music, ranchera music,
mm,
and Vicente Fernandez was, of course, the goat, the G, the man of all mans, greatest fucking singer I ever got to see live. I don't give a fuck what. It was just amazing. I asked my wife to be my girlfriend at a Chente concert. I saw him in Bakersfield. I saw him in LA. I saw him multiple times in LA. I saw him multiple times in Bakersfield. It was the best thing ever. That being said, I always felt like his son just had a more refined and bigger voice, but I'm not the biggest fan of his music. He has some really good songs, and there's some times I'm like, I'm not feeling it. But I said, if he ever did a concert where he's singing his dad's music, I would fucking cut my left leg off to go fucking watch this. And he finally did it. It's called De Rey a Rey, from King to King, and he's gonna just be singing his dad's music, and that's gonna be fucking awesome. So I'm really excited about that concert. For sure, my concerts this year are awesome, but that Alejandro Fernandez one is the one I'm really looking forward to the most. 3, I got a ton of graduations coming up this year. I mean, no matter what, with the job that I do, seeing these kids that I've known, some of the kids that are graduating this year, I knew them before they even started high school, right? Because we get to work with them in that thing, and now they're graduating. That's awesome. But at the same time, my niece is graduating college, my goddaughter is graduating college, and my son is graduating high school. So
mm,
that's fucking cool. So all those graduations coming up, those milestones for people, I think is really really cool and really awesome. I always joke around about telling my kids to get the fuck out of my house as soon as they graduate, but it's not really that. It's more of being able to know they're taking the next step and being like they're going to be all right, right? And this is that first
mm,
step to going there. So I think that's really really awesome. Number 2, fact, I've known I've been old for a while. Like this fucking my face tells me, reminds me every day when I wake up. The fucking gray in my beard reminds me all the fucking time that I'm old. But I am excited to figure out how to do that better because I think I've had to accept it more when I work out and every single part of my fucking body hurts. Like it's my body telling me like, bro, this shit's coming, so you need to do a better job of it. And I've needed to accept that, and I need to do a better job of it this year. I no matter what, more than likely I am on the downhill, and I don't mean that like I'm gonna fall apart, but like I am on the second side of it, right? Like I'm no longer doing this. I am for sure doing this, unless we don't die and we live to biblical times. I'm fucking doing this, right? So I need to start doing a better job of making this as good as possible. Right, because I'm really proud of my pops, who he does a lot of shit and he takes a lot of medicine, but he is 87 years old, 86 years old, sorry, 86 years old, and he still is able to do things. And I see people that are 20 years younger than him that can't do shit that he does. So I need to figure out how to do that, and get as far as possible, right? Now, shit, these lights might be turned off tomorrow. But doesn't mean that you don't try to put that work in to do as good of a job to fucking make those years good. So I am excited to kind of start fucking doing a better job of that. I don't like 90% of the time I don't eat meat anymore, which 20 years ago you would have told me that I would have kicked myself in the dick. Like that shit isn't gonna happen, you know what I mean? Like 90% of the time I'm eating fish and vegetables and grains and all that stuff because it's just shit that I think I need to do a better job of because if y'all know me, I am a motherfucking meat eater. I love it, but you just got to make better choices. That's what it comes down to. And number one, as cheesy as it might sound, is just the simple fact that I have the opportunity to do it. I think that's my biggest excitement. The fact that kind of goes along with the simple shit, right? The opportunity that I'm gonna be able to, well, shit. Once again, hopefully, I will be able to wake up January 1st and be able to be like, all right, I got another year in me. Let's fucking see how this goes and stuff like that. Because even though I got this top five list, it'll be something that's not even on my list. That'll be one of those things that I'm like, oh, that was fucking cool. You know what I mean? Or those things were awesome. So just being able to have that year and appreciate it would probably be my number one thing that I'm looking forward to. So that is our top fives for the year. They went in all kinds of fucking crazy directions and shit like that. But that's what makes this show awesome because we don't usually, not that we disagree, our just lists go in different places because of whatever reasons going on, right? And that's why I was wondering about this. I'm like, where the fuck is this one gonna go? Because it's so broad. It was so broad. So that's really, really cool. But
I do
more
have
than
a
anything
question
else,
before you wrap up.
oh, what's that?
It's related because you were sports,
Mhm,
sports, sports, all of you.
mhm,
All of you, both of you.
mhm.
What happened with this Paul Skeens card?
It hasn't been popped yet. Last I
Hasn't
heard, because I was
hasn't
wondering about that too. It still hasn't.
Nobody said anything?
no
Well,
one's
Nobody's got
nobody's
it?
pulled
pulled
it.
it.
Nobody's pulled it. Or they're, but nah, they would say something. I think
Yeah,
the moment it gets pulled, because it'll
it's
probably be pulled online, right? Like somebody will
Mm,
or record doing it.
yeah, it
Right. Yeah.
hasn't.
So not yet.
It's still in the box somewhere.
So Stevens, if you're
really?
thinking taking a trip to Frankensons and trying to get one of them boxes and see what happens, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it is worth it.
Do we pitch in and buy a box and see and open it on the
How much do one of those
on the
boxes cost right
podcast?
now? $200, we said? We said
No,
200 bucks, right?
400, 400
4
and
now?
It's
some.
400 now. Because
Yeah.
the more that it goes and it doesn't get opened, yeah, shit, bro. $400, fuck that. I kinda it's too rich for my blood,
Well,
bro. That's too rich
can
for
we
my blood.
make $400 off the other cards that are in the box?
No, no,
Well,
No,
then
no,
no, you don't know.
what's the
no.
investment then?
Not guaranteed that you're not, but it's
Yeah, 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 yeah.
higher percentage. The
Yeah,
odds are not
that you're not.
not in your favor.
Mm. Well,
Straight
then
Hunger
no.
Games. He went Hunger Games
It's
on her
not a
ass.
good
The odds are
it's
not in
not a
your
good
favor, dog.
investment.
It's not. It's
Until
not. But
until
man,
it
if you
is, and we
hit,
get $20 million or whatever.
but if you hit, shit. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That is the thing, guys. But I am sure from all three of us, we are wishing you that you have a great 25, no matter what it is, man. If we all had a good one, how much better would this world be? So do what you needed to put yourself in a good position. Have a great year. Know that you're going to have some downs, but fuck it. Have some ups. So those downs aren't as bad as they are. So
Yeah.
enjoy it, guys. Have a great year. Enjoy yourselves. Be awesome. With that being said, Stevens, say bye.
Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.
Enrique.
Bye, everyone. See you guys next week.
And remember, guys, my name is Ivan. I love you guys. And Wu Tang forever, motherfuckers. Happy 2025.